Oh, I knew it, you stupid frog! Froggy! Frog! Wow, I really can't hit this guy. Jump! Jump! What? You stop! Hello. You guys are so much easier to kill than the stupid little frogs. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, back on Modded Minecraft, and halfway modded. Why are you there? I should have chopped you down, things. Okay, so there's a few things that I want to talk about today. Just real quick. I know, talky, not so great all the time. But I have a few rings here laid out. And some over there, too. If you remember, ow, face. I was telling you about the little slime in a bucket thing. Ow. Oh, I knew it, you stupid frog! Froggy! Frog! Wow, I really can't hit this guy. Jump! Jump! Oh, what? You stop! Hello. You guys are so much easier to kill than the stupid little frogs. Alright, moving on. Ow. I am really hungry right now. Well, not hungry, but like really hurt right now. I'm actually glad I can eat, because then I'll just regen a bunch of health. Maybe not all of it, but enough of it. Anyway, so these little things right here. I was telling you about the slime in a bucket things. These guys right here. Okay? You go out with an empty bucket to like a swamp or something, which I found one. You wait till nighttime, hopefully with some kind of a moon, and then you can catch a little baby slime in one. And then it acts like a slime chunk detector, which is perfect. And that's what these guys are. So I've outlined them to kind of give a better visual as to what we're looking for. I think we're going to end up using these guys, so I'm going to take those down most likely. But I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I don't know if I'm worried about them being closer to this or not. So I've left them up for now, just to kind of see. All right. Good job, Sunlight. Just to kind of see like where everything is, and I can eyeball it. Because really, 2 slime chunks would be fine. 3 is better. We don't really need 3. You know, 2 would be fine. So I don't know if I want that or not. I don't really know. Also, I AFK'd over here, actually on top of this guy here, to let these guys go ahead and grow all the carrots and crops and all the things. And as you can see, they are starting to breed some more, which is fantastic. I made one mistake when I was making stuff, because this guy was actually right here. Now, the reason I put it back is because that will effectively turn off the village. It's kind of an interesting concept. We can literally turn off our breeder by doing that. And there's 2 mods I added. One of which is actually a village, what is it called? Villager Market. This is basically a single block that's actually really easy to make. Just a bunch of planks around and a block of emerald, which is really cool. And what it does is you place it down and it gathers all of the trades from every villager in the immediate area, either within the village if it's placed in a village, or within 16 block range if it's not in a village. And it will present them to you, so you can actually trade with the block rather than having to track down all of individual villagers in order to trade with them. So it just brings all the trades into one spot that doesn't move, and it's perfect, which is why it's here. I need to sleep. It's night. Ooh, face out. Oh no, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's okay. Did I tell you I died? It is nighttime. See? I went AFK down there, which is why all this stuff is there, but I actually starved to death. I told you guys when I was talking way back on the mob farm that if you AFK overnight, that it's not really possible for us, not very easily at least, that you will starve to death, even if you're just standing still. And I was totally right, and I forgot about it. Which is, I died over here. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, I died, actually. I was AFK right on top of these guys. I let them breed up, do some carrot things. And, yeah, I totally died. But we have gravestones, so we still have everything. We're fine. Even though it was, another couple hours at least since, when I get back on the clock and actually get all my stuff back, when, we're okay. We're fine. Now, the other mod that I added, and this is one that is not uncursed for it. So if I ever do release the mod pack, which I'm still debating, I don't know if it's going to happen. You guys got to let me know if you even want it. But this one wouldn't be included if that were going to be a thing. This is basically, it's a villager info, is what it's called. You can find it out there and put it in yourself, just like you would put replay mod, which wouldn't be included, and Optifine, which wouldn't be included if you want those things. So, as you can see down there, the bottom left, it says that we are inside a village, that we are 12 away from the distance to the center of the village, that we have 1 villager, 2 maximum, 0 golems, 6 houses, 0 reputation, and breeding status. Okay. Villager info mod. Look, these guys are breeding. Why are you breeding? You're not supposed to be breeding. Oh, what? Wait, what? This is solid block right here. You're not supposed to be... That's weird. It didn't break it. I put the block down and it did not break this thing. I don't know. It's not supposed to be there anyway. That's supposed to be good. I don't know. It's weird. It didn't update, which is really, really odd, actually. But in any case, it doesn't really matter that much. These guys are breeding up. We want them to breed up all the time, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so there's all the stuff that I added. Now, there's not enough here to actually do any kind of iron farms or anything. So what I decided we were going to do today is we're going to prep for them. We're going to go in preparation for these guys. So as soon as we're done, as soon as we get enough villagers, all we have to do is drop them into their respective villages and everything will turn on. Everything will be great. Now what I thought about was how to make it look good. Okay, and this is where I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of efficiency, maybe, I don't know, in order to actually make things look better. Because our island here, I'm using a lot of fireworks, our island here, it's going to look fantastic. It's going to look like this all the way around once we're finished. But it'll be floating. It's a floating island. We currently have not figured out why it's floating. Now, it's Minecraft. It doesn't need a reason, blah, blah, blah. I know. But a lot of people like some kind of an excuse, some kind of a reason for something like this to be floating in the air. A lot of people don't actually like when it's random. Why are you a random blue? Oh, it's because of where my portal is. I'm going to have to fix that. Anyway, you get the idea. So we need an excuse. And what I thought about, and I'm going to put an image on the screen so you kind of understand what I'm talking about. But around here, hold on, let me get a little higher. Around periodically, I'm thinking 1 here, probably 1 here, maybe 1 here, there, over here, maybe over there, and the last one over there. I don't know, a bunch. A minimum, I'm thinking of like 6, maybe up to 8. I don't really know how many. For all I know, it could just end up being 4, because I get tired of making them or something. But what I want to do is actually disguise our iron farm villages as like ginormous propellers, like you see in the image now, if I didn't do it earlier. Probably both times in reality. The magic of editing. But yeah, like huge propellers that are like thrusting it upwards. Now obviously we're not going to have the propeller blades inside of it, but in Minecraft, a large 16 by 16 square, like right here, is going to look like a man-made feature on top of this organic, randomly weird-shaped thing. Depending on the image I found, you might see what that looks like. Because some of those ships and stuff, in you know, fantasy ships, actually look kind of weird, and they're not, you know, regular shaped at all. But that's kind of what I want to do. I want to disguise the Iron Villages as that. Now, the problem is, right there is too close to this to be considered 2 separate villages. It would then blend together, and not only would that make it only 1 village, but it would also move the center of it to right around here-ish. Right in this general vicinity. Hold on. Interacting myself here because I'm starting to talk falsehoods, false things. I'm not saying the truth. You can actually separate these villages. Even if they're this close. Like this is possibly the closest we're ever going to have a village to itself. And even if it was closer, technically you can still separate them. You can separate them even if they're 1 block apart. And Tango Tech has demonstrated this with all of his mob farms. Now, we're not going to build like an iron phoenix or an iron whatever, but we can use the same premise in order to get this village and this village to be completely separate. So it is a thing that we can do. And the basic idea is that we place a door far enough away so that it's not part of the village. And then when we come back and start placing all the doors into this village, they will be closer to that village than they are to that village. And therefore we can actually, make this entire village very, very easily. It's not even anywhere close to as difficult as the whole Iron Titan, Iron Foundry thing. It's a lot simpler for us. There's only one extra door to place, and then we can build a real village. So that the village, the thing we build that's just like this one over here is actually going to be separate from that one. And it will stay that way. I've actually tested this. I've built it out. I've built the second village out on a testing world. And actually, I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead into that world real quick so that I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Rather than just telling you about it, I can actually show you. So yeah, hang tight. Okay, so first things first, this is what the village is going to look like when we're finished. And what we're going to do is... What? I can't spell villager, apparently. Two L's, dude. Villager. Here we go. Bam. Okay, give me one of these guys. So, this way I can actually show you. And we can go ahead and do... bloop, something along those lines. Now, I want that to be centered, but there is no center because it's a 16-wide village. I can do a twofer and do, like, a double thing just to make it even, which I might do just for the sake of making it symmetrical and even and stuff. But, really, we only need one. Now, you can go in here and you can actually see everything that every single one of these villagers has available to him. And you can even go through and be like, okay, well, I want to see everything from the nitwit. Oh, right. They suck. So, the librarian has Luck of the Sea, Projectile. All of the librarians, mind you, all of them. These are all their available books. And we can buy things from them. We can do this, do that. Show all. No means it's only going to show things that you can actually get. Which we obviously can't get anything because we don't have, well, anything. We have no emeralds. So it's a thing. But yeah, that's what that block is for. And we're going to have something along those lines right there in the front, which is why all of these guys are indeed here in front. Just so we actually have some kind of a visual thing. It's going to be okay. And I just need to make sure everything is safe enough up here so that I can leave the feet available and actually design this how I want to. Worst case scenario, I'll cover it up if I get too scared about leaving their feet open. Because obviously baby zombies can attack their feet and kill them, and it would be very, very bad. But like I said, number one, most of this is covered with glass, so they shouldn't be able to spawn. But then we also have the outside here, where if I didn't light enough torches around the outside of this, they can actually spawn on some of these blocks, and then they can run in and get them. But I haven't seen any, so I think we're okay. I think we're going to be fine. Even in here, which is really weird, actually, that I haven't seen them spawn. I have seen some creepers and stuff, but even if they did spawn in here, there's a fence, so they can't get out. Over here, I believe, is lit up enough. Maybe not, actually. Over here might be too far away. I don't know. But I can verify, just make sure everything's lit up enough, and blah, 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 blah. So it'll be fine. But this is what it looks like, okay? This is what the farm looks like. It is functional. Everything works. We have the water in there. We have the blocks in there. And everything else is pretty much just decorative. I wanted it to look not like a normal, regular village you've ever seen before. There's a golem in there, too. Whee! Oh, and the water's not going to be here either. I just messed up with the water sources on the top. Some of it dripped down, and then it, messed with these guys at the bottom. These are actually supposed to be empty. There's not supposed to be any water going down like this. They fall way too slowly for that, so it's a bad idea for that. But, in the real version, that won't be a thing. So, yeah, we have the water in both levels, 2 levels, all the doors that we need. And if we push F3, like I said, we can see down there we have 30 houses. Yes, my reputation is terrible. I was misplacing villagers, and I was killing them all. So, yeah, these guys really don't like us. But yeah, you can see we have 0 out of 2 golems. Obviously, they're all being pushed down the hole. Distance to center. The center block is like right here. Like we're in the center right now. So we're pretty good. We got 22 villagers. And if we go over here, you're going to see it snap. Just like that. It was perfect timing too. And yeah, so now we have a new one. My reputation's only -5 because I haven't killed as many in this village. 28 houses, which is a weird thing because the distances are exactly the same between the villages and the farthest door. They're exactly the same as they are on the other side, but for some reason these guys don't see these far end doors here, and I really don't know why. I have no clue why, but I'm going to keep it the same anyway, just in case on the server they do see it, and even if they didn't, symmetrical, all of my propeller thingamajigs need to be the same. So that's the thing. Now, what I wanted to show you is that we're on a single player world, so if we left the area and came back, in theory, these would merge because they're too close together. Now, number one, if that does ever happen, I did add in chicken chunks. The mod list has been updated. If you haven't seen it, there is a link in the description to all of the mods that we're using. So you can go ahead and build this mod pack yourself if you wanted to. It's for 1.11.2, blah, 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 blah. So you should have all the information you need to make the mod pack if you want to play it. Now, the other thing is if you log off and log back on, and actually in a single player world, that doesn't mean anything. It's only chunk unloading that would combine villages. Well, more accurately, the reloading of those villages. That would normally combine separate villages that are too close together. But for us, for some reason, if we go far enough out, now if you do the math here, you have the distance to the center of the villages, okay? And they're roughly the same as far as on this, axis, this, I don't know, whatever axis we're on, x-axis, I guess. They're about the same distance. So if we just go a huge amount out in this direction, you'll see the distance to the center is going up. We're almost at 400, which is almost 2 times. It's actually over 2 times. It's like 24 chunks away, basically. And most people's render distance is only about 12. Is like the high end. A lot of people go down to 10 when they don't have enough resources, and if they really don't have enough resources, even though it messes with mob spawning, they'll go down lower than that. Some people will go up to about 16, but the people who play on 24 chunks loaded render distance are just insane. They have monster computers. It's crazy, but it is possible to play on that. But yeah, if we go over here, we see there's still 8 houses, and you just saw a golem spawn in there. Like, he's still going down the water stream. We are fine here. This is working just fine. For whatever reason, they are not merging together. And that's pretty much the main thing that I wanted to show you. So, for whatever reason, that doesn't happen. But if it ever does, if we go far enough out, farther out, and for some reason they do join, if I log out and log back in and they some reason join in, all I would really have to do to the second village over here, even with all the villagers in here, is break all the doors around the outside, which I have my nifty little jam, my just another magnet or just a magnet thing, here. So I'll suck up all the doors. They won't fall to the, bottom or anything like that. I'll pick them all up. So I break all the doors and then I place one of them like over here. Or probably more like this, closer to here. And then I place back all of the doors and then I break this one. And the villages would be separate again. And then we throw in a chunk loader and we should be fine. And we shouldn't have any problems. So it is entirely possible to separate these two, which means it is entirely possible to separate every single other village that we're going to have in here, which is going to be absolutely fantastic, and it's going to be amazing. The only other thing that we really need to worry about is how to collect all of the iron we're going to get. Because, granted, it's no Iron Titan. We're not talking about 32 villages. We're talking more like 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, maybe 8 villages. And all of that iron's going to be nuts. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to let them fall all the way down into the void, all the way down, and underground as well. And then underground, we're going to join up. That's where we're going to have each individual kill chamber. Maybe I can bring them all together, have one kill chamber. I'm not sure. I don't know how that would work. I don't think once they leave the radius of the village, we're good, right? We don't have to worry about them taking up the cap or anything. Yeah, because we have a lot of hold on, look. This is awesome. It looks like we just made an Iron Titan. I've been testing for a little while, doing some research and stuff. But yeah, all of these guys are migrating towards this village. But yeah, we have so many of these golems. So as long as they fall as fast as possible, we don't have to kill them right away. We can let them collect in some kind of a central pot. And then all of those items can then be shot up. I think we're going to have like a central tube in here somewhere that actually goes straight back up in the middle of our island somewhere and, you know, stores the items for us. And I'm thinking some kind of a central storage room that we don't really need a storage room, but we're going to have one anyway kind of a deal because we have this guy. So we don't need it, you know, 1,800 chests, which we're not going to have. We're going to have bulk storage for... Oh! Yeah, we could do the storage thing of them. We could do impractical storage in the middle of our base somewhere for certain things like iron, which would be amazing just to see them placed everywhere. I don't know, that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, you get the idea. That's pretty much what I wanted to show you on this thing, is that the villages, for some reason, are not merging together. And you've seen that, so now we can go. But I wanted to show you what this looks like, actually, from underneath. So I got a comment on the last video. It was like, yeah, from underneath, your base looks amazing. Also, you probably should light up underneath. I don't think I mentioned this. I got a comment saying you probably should light up under here to make sure nothing spawns down there and kills your one villager. You are completely right. Thank you for that. I did that off camera. It's a thing. It's now done. Anyway, so you get the idea here. This is pretty much what they're going to look like. And actually, if the water didn't slow them down too much, I would almost keep that because it'd be like a water jet, you know, powering us upwards and keeping us airborne. But I kind of like the way this looks. You move, Mountain. I'm trying to do a scenic view of things. So you kind of get a little bit of an idea. It's hard to actually see from here, especially because we have this big, ugly clunk of rock here that we still need to mine out. I'm still working on doing that. And this is way too flat. I need to like, even though this is how the island actually was, I need to like roughen it up a little bit. It's way too straight. It's just too straight. But anyway, you get the idea. So I think it looks pretty cool. I think it's a nifty little design that we just need to build a few times. And I kind of want to get them all prepped today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to build as much as I possibly can, but I think we're just going to run out of time. But I'm going to go until that happens. Now, the only other thing that we really need to do after they're all built is put in the villagers. Strategically. We need to strategically put in all the villagers, but that's going to take a long time. Because even in this test world, after I've been testing for so long, with all of these golems, we have more golems than we do villagers. So it's going to take a while, guys. It's going to take a pretty long while. But anyway, let me go back to building, get some of this stuff done, and I'll see you back once we got more progress. Looting 8 is amazing. Check it out. Look, we have 41 now. Get rid of this guy. 47. We just got 6 blaze rods from that guy. Let's see if we can go get a skull real quick. No, no skull. But we did get 5 coal and 4 bones. It's still pretty amazing. Now that we've killed enough blaze, I was able to get enough blaze lanterns, these guys on the corner here, in order to make 4 of them, I think. Only problem with that is I don't have enough resources of everything else for 4. But I did get a second one and a third one, as you may have seen if I actually made the time lapse properly, or was able to. If you didn't see a time lapse, I apologize. It means it messed up somehow. But anyway. Yeah, so I ran out of supplies. First thing I ran out of was marble. And I was like, I should be able to finish everything else. But look, I'm actually only a few marble shy. Just a little bit of slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 3, 7 plus 16. That many slabs. Divided by 6, actually. Oh, well, divided by 2. Because you use 3 marble to make 6 slabs. So I think that's the right math. Anyway, doesn't matter. Now, I did have enough fir wood to go ahead and complete it, but I didn't have enough glass to go all the way around the sides. So the only other things, well, of course we need the villagers, but the only other things that I need to do, aside from make, I don't know, hold on. Well, let me back up a couple of steps. How many of these do I want? I've already gotten 4. Well, you know, after that's finished, I'll have 4. I'm thinking maybe 1 here, and 1 here. So 2 more, which would give us 6 total, which is about what I was expecting. And I think that would be okay. I'm pretty sure that'd be okay. And of course the collections. Then I need to move the villagers in a very procedural way, a very specific kind of way. And then I need to put in the water. Well, actually I need to put in the water first, and then the villagers. But yeah, that's just another one of those things, is I got to put all the water in, which isn't very complicated. It's not very difficult. That'll end up being done off camera. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. We're almost ready. We're almost done. Now, as far as when we're actually going to be ready, it'll be a very slow process, okay? For a second, I thought I saw, like, a zombie villager. I saw the green coat for some reason, and that made me think that there's, like, a zombie villager in here. I don't know why, but initially I was like, oh, no, 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 no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? Did I count those wrong? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think we got 16 of them in here. I think that was a pretty good estimation. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good. I mean, we don't even have enough for 1 farm yet. But we are getting close. We're almost there. And I need to make sure, you know, the more there are down there, the faster they're going to breed. So I want to keep a decent amount. I'll probably wait till there's at least 26 or so, and then I'll take 21 of them out and move them into a farm. And I'll just kind of repeat that process on the back end, you know, and you guys won't see it. I'll just kind of snap in every once in a while and be like, hey, we got another farm up. Yay! Or so our iron intake is, you know, increasing or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so yeah, it may only say 646 there in the corner. And I'm not going to bed at 6:46, almost 7 o'clock. But I do need to get that time lapse you hopefully just saw done, which is going to take a minute. It's replay mod. It takes a little while to actually set up all the points and get all specific about timings and then render it out. And then I need to assemble it all of the clips into one solid stream of video, and then I need to upload it and set it up for uploading tomorrow. And yeah, in other words, there's a good few more hours of me working that I need to do. So yeah, it's about all I've got time for. Or I would have went to get the marble and the glass, which I could make some more glass. We have like almost 2,000 glass in our system, I think. 2K? Over 2K. 2.3K. Glass. And of course I do actually have the light blue dye as well already. I could make that and set it up, but it's just a pretty good stopping point since I've technically run out of resources in my inventory, and that's pretty much my goal, although I thought I would get further. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm talking in circles. So I need to go ahead and get going. I just don't want to stop, guys. I love doing this too much. But it is what it is. I gotta go. So if you did like the video, please do let that like button. Please do hit that like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.